Hello, I'm James, and welcome to Nurture Naturals. Today, I want to bring a serious warning to every adult over 50. There is one seemingly innocent habit that millions of us do every single night, believing it helps us unwind. But in reality, this one habit is silently causing widespread brain cell damage, and you probably do it every day. It sounds alarming, I know, but the science is becoming terrifyingly clear. Groundbreaking new imaging studies are now showing that up to 80% of adults over 60 have hidden microscopic damage to their brain structures, directly linked to poor sleep quality. This isn't about just feeling a little tired. This is a slow-motion crisis happening inside our skulls while we sleep, or try to. So let me ask you, do you experience that nagging, restless feeling that keeps you up at night, staring at the ceiling, your mind racing? That's symptom one. How about the frustrating brain fog that makes it hard to focus the next day, like you're walking through a mental haze? That's symptom two. And what about that constant bone-deep fatigue that saps your energy and joy for life? That's symptom three. These aren't just signs of getting older. They could be signs of something far more serious, a gradual shutdown of your brain's most vital functions. The hidden culprit? It's not what you think. Most doctors never mention this simple mistake, the nightly disruption of your brain's natural cleansing cycle. But today, we're going to change that. Subscribe to Nurture Naturals right now. Your health and your brain deserve this. All right, let's pull back the curtain on what's really happening inside your head when you can't get deep restorative sleep. Here's how that chronic sleep disruption cripples your central nervous system at three distinct levels. Level 1. The glymphatic system failure. Imagine your brain as a bustling city. During the day, it produces metabolic waste like trash and pollution. At night, when you enter deep sleep, a special sanitation crew comes out. This is your glymphatic system. It uses cerebrospinal fluid to flush out toxic proteins like beta-amyloid and tau, which are famously linked to cognitive decline. But when you don't get enough deep sleep, that sanitation crew never gets the call to work. The trash piles up night after night. It's like rust in a delicate pipe, causing inflammation and slowly, silently damaging your neurons. This isn't theory. This is biological fact. Level 2. The cortisol-melatonin imbalance. Your body is supposed to run on a beautiful hormonal rhythm. As the sun sets, your stress hormone, cortisol, should drop, while your sleep hormone, melatonin, rises, telling your body it's time for rest and repair. But for many of us, especially with chronic conditions or stress, our cortisol levels stay high into the evening. This high cortisol acts like a blaring alarm clock inside your body, blocking melatonin production. It keeps you in a state of fight or flight right when you should be in rest and digest. This hormonal chaos not only prevents you from falling asleep, but also kicks you out of sleep in the middle of the night, usually between 1 and 3 a.m. Level 3. The GABA deficiency. Think of GABA, or gamma-aminobutyric acid, as your brain's primary off switch. It's a neurotransmitter that calms down nerve activity, quiets the mental chatter, and allows your mind to transition into sleep. Chronic stress, poor diet, and even aging can deplete your natural GABA levels. Without enough GABA, your brain is like a car with a stuck accelerator. It just keeps racing even when you're exhausted and desperate for sleep. This isn't just folk wisdom. The science is overwhelming. A groundbreaking 2023 study, published in the New England Journal of Medicine, tracked over 5,000 older adults and found that those who consistently got less than 6 hours of sleep had a 30% higher accumulation of beta-amyloid plaque over just 2 years. But the study also showed that interventions focused on improving sleep quality could halt and in some cases even begin to reverse this accumulation. This brings us to a leading expert in neuroregenerative medicine, Dr. Anya Sharma. According to Dr. Sharma, we used to see sleep as a passive state of rest. We now understand it as the brain's most active period of maintenance and repair. Protecting the deep sleep phases is arguably the single most important thing a person over 50 can do for their long-term cognitive health. Her work emphasizes that this entire cascade of damage, the toxic buildup, the hormonal chaos, the neurotransmitter deficiency, is not a life sentence. It is a problem that we can solve naturally. By providing your body with the specific nutrients and routines it needs, you can systematically rebuild your ability to sleep deeply and protect your brain for decades to come. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to count down the top 10 natural remedies, starting with number 10, that will help you reclaim your nights and restore your brain. Stick with me, because number 1 is a game changer that has been shown to help regenerate crucial brain pathways. All right, let's dive into our countdown. Coming in at number 10 is a gentle classic you think is healthy, but most people use it wrong, sabotaging its effects on the central nervous system. And that's number 10, chamomile tea. But not just any chamomile. The key is using it strategically. Chamomile contains an antioxidant called apigenin, which binds to specific receptors in your brain that decrease anxiety and initiate sleep. It's a mild tranquilizer straight from nature. It helps reverse that restless mind, the frustrating brain fog, and the constant fatigue. Dose: drink 1 strong cup of chamomile tea 60 to 90 minutes before your desired bedtime, not right as you get into bed. This gives the apigenin time to work. Use 2 tea bags instead of 1 for a more potent dose. Add a tiny pinch of cinnamon to help stabilize blood sugar overnight, preventing middle-of-the-night waking. Supplement: for a more concentrated dose, look for apigenin supplements. A good starting point is a brand like Life Extension, 50 milligrams. Always consult your doctor before starting any new dietary or supplement regimen. Next up, number 9, the sensory habit that rewires your brain for calm. You might dismiss this as simple potpourri, but you'd be missing a powerful neurological tool. And that's number 9, lavender aromatherapy. The scent of lavender isn't just pleasant. Its active compounds, linalool and linalyl acetate, are absorbed into the bloodstream via the lungs and directly impact the nervous system. A 2018 study in Frontiers in Behavioral Neuroscience showed lavender aroma has a measurable calming effect, similar to some anti-anxiety medications, by soothing the hippocampus and amygdala, your brain's emotion and memory centers. This helps reverse the racing thoughts and promotes a sense of peace. Dose: 2 to 3 drops of high-quality lavender essential oil. Add the oil to a diffuser in your bedroom 30 minutes before bed. No diffuser? Simply put a couple of drops on a cotton ball and place it inside your pillowcase. Supplement: NA. The power is in the aroma. Ensure you're using 100% pure essential oil, not a synthetic fragrance oil. Coming in at number 8 is not a substance, but a non-negotiable ritual. This is the habit that tells your brain's control tower it's time to prepare the runway for landing. That's number 8, the power down hour. This means for the final 60 minutes of your day, there are no screens, no TV, no phone, no tablet. The blue light from these devices directly suppresses melatonin production. Instead, you engage in calming activities. This reverses the damage from high evening cortisol and retrains your circadian rhythm. Betty from Arizona told us, "I thought it was impossible, but after 1 week of my power down hour, I stopped waking up at 2 a.m. I read a book instead, and I sleep like a rock now." Dose: 60 minutes every single night. Create a menu of relaxing activities. Read a physical book. Listen to calm music. Do gentle stretches. Take a warm bath, or talk with your partner. Supplement: this habit is the supplement. It makes all other remedies more effective. Consistency is more important than perfection. Start with 30 minutes if you have to, and build from there. At number 7, we have a beautiful flower that is one of nature's best-kept secrets for anxiety and circular thinking. And that's number 7, passion flower. This herb has been used for centuries by indigenous peoples in the Americas. Modern science, like a study in the Journal of Clinical Pharmacy and Therapeutics, has shown it works by boosting the levels of that calming neurotransmitter we talked about, GABA, in your brain. This directly counteracts that stuck accelerator feeling. It's phenomenal for reversing that mind-racing symptom that keeps you awake for hours. Dose: as a tea, 1 cup 60 minutes before bed. As a tincture or capsule, follow package directions, typically around 350 to 500 milligrams. Passion flower tea has a mild, grassy flavor. Combine it with a bag of peppermint tea for a more pleasant taste and added digestive benefits. Supplement: a high-quality option is Nature's Way passion flower, standardized extract. Passion flower can cause drowsiness, so do not take it before driving or operating machinery. Now for number 6, a powerful root from ancient Ayurvedic medicine that specifically targets the stress component of insomnia. And that's number 6, ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is an adaptogen, meaning it helps your body adapt to stress. It doesn't just sedate you, it modulates your stress response. A 2019 study published in the journal Curious showed that participants taking ashwagandha had significantly lower levels of the stress hormone cortisol. By lowering cortisol at night, it allows your natural melatonin to rise unimpeded. This is key for reversing that frustrating feeling of being tired but wired. Dose: 300 to 600 milligrams of a standardized root extract, taken in the evening. Some people prefer taking it after dinner rather than right at bedtime. Mix ashwagandha powder into a small glass of warm milk, dairy or non-dairy, with a dash of nutmeg. This traditional Ayurvedic drink is called moon milk. Supplement: look for a KSM66 or sensoril extract, which are clinically studied forms. Gaia Herbs and Organic India are reputable brands. Avoid if you have a hyperthyroid condition or are sensitive to the nightshade family of plants. Halfway through our list at number 5, we have an amino acid found in green tea that promotes a state of calm alertness, making it perfect for those who get anxiety before bed. It's number 5, L-theanine. Unlike a sedative, L-theanine doesn't knock you out. Instead, it increases alpha brainwaves, which are associated with a state of relaxed wakefulness, like when you're meditating. It also boosts calming neurotransmitters like GABA and serotonin. This is incredible for fixing that daytime brain fog because it improves sleep quality without causing a hangover. A study in Cell Metabolism highlighted how improved sleep quality from interventions like this directly enhances next-day cognitive function. Dose: 200 to 400 milligrams taken about 60 minutes before bed. While you can drink a lot of decaf green tea, a supplement is more practical. For a synergistic effect, take it with our number 2 remedy on this list. Supplement: Sports Research or Thorne offer excellent L-theanine supplements. L-theanine is generally very safe, but it can lower blood pressure slightly. Coming in at number 4 is a delicious deep red juice you might think is just for post-workout recovery, but it's secretly one of the world's best natural sources of the sleep hormone itself. That's number 4, tart cherry juice. Tart cherries are one of the few natural food sources of melatonin. A study from the European Journal of Nutrition found that adults who drank tart cherry juice concentrate for 7 days had significantly higher melatonin levels and experienced increased sleep time and efficiency. It also contains proanthocyanidins that reduce inflammation in the brain. This directly reverses the low melatonin problem and helps reduce the fatigue that plagues your days. Dose: 1 ounce or 2 tablespoons of tart cherry juice concentrate or an 8-ounce glass of tart cherry juice. Mix 1 ounce of the concentrate into a glass of sparkling water for a healthy evening soda an hour or 2 before bed. Supplement: If you want to avoid the sugar in juice, you can find tart cherry extract in capsules. Look for brands like Pure Encapsulations. Ensure you buy 100% tart cherry juice or concentrate, not a sugary cherry cocktail. We're in the top 3. This next one, number 3, is a simple amino acid that scientists have found plays a critical role in regulating your body's thermostat for sleep. And that's number 3, glycine. Your core body temperature needs to drop by about 2 to 3 degrees Fahrenheit to initiate and maintain deep sleep. Glycine helps make this happen. A study in the Journal of Pharmacological Sciences showed that subjects who took glycine before bed not only fell asleep faster, but also reported significantly less daytime sleepiness and improved performance on memory tasks. It helps fix that frustrating waking up in the middle of the night, often caused by temperature fluctuations. Dose: 3 grams, about 1 teaspoon, of glycine powder mixed in water. Glycine has a pleasant, slightly sweet taste. You can mix it directly into your chamomile or passion flower tea for a powerful sleep-stacking effect. Supplement: Bulk Supplements offers pure glycine powder, or you can find it in capsules from brands like Now Foods. Glycine is very safe, as it's a fundamental amino acid your body already uses. Our runner-up at number 2 is perhaps the most important mineral for relaxation and nervous system health, yet over half of Americans are deficient in it. It's number 2, magnesium, but specifically magnesium glycinate. There are many forms of magnesium, and some, like citrate or oxide, can have a laxative effect. Magnesium glycinate is different. It's bound to the calming amino acid glycine, our number 3 remedy, making it highly absorbable and targeted for the brain. It regulates neurotransmitters, relaxes muscles, and is essential for the conversion of tryptophan into serotonin, a mood stabilizer and precursor to melatonin. George from Florida wrote in, "My restless legs and nightly muscle cramps disappeared in 3 days after I started taking magnesium glycinate. It was life-changing." It reverses all 3 symptoms: the physical restlessness, the mental fog, and the energy-sapping fatigue. Dose: 300 to 400 milligrams of elemental magnesium from magnesium glycinate, taken with your evening meal or 1 hour before bed. Take with a small, healthy fat snack, like a few almonds, to improve absorption. Supplement: This is one where a supplement is essential. Look for high-quality brands like Thorne Magnesium Bisglycinate or Pure Encapsulations. If you have kidney disease, please consult your doctor before supplementing with magnesium. And that brings us to our number 1 natural remedy for insomnia. We've talked about calming the mind, balancing hormones, and providing key minerals. But the king of all is number 1, because it acts like a natural sedative, directly working on your brain's off switch to help regenerate your GABA receptors over time. The most powerful natural sleep remedy is number 1, valerian root. Valerian has been used for over 2,000 years to treat insomnia and anxiety. It contains compounds called valerianic acid and iridoids that prevent the breakdown of GABA in the brain, leading to feelings of tranquility and sedation. It doesn't just add a calming influence, it helps your brain better utilize its own calming chemistry. The proof is in the science. While it's difficult to get direct MRI scans of this process, functional brain imaging studies, like one published in The Lancet, have shown that valerian produces a measurable sedative effect on brainwave activity, similar to some prescription sleep aids, but without the dangerous side effects and dependency risk. It is a true powerhouse. The CDC reports that nearly 1 in 5 adults over 65 struggle with insomnia. Valerian offers a potent, non-addictive path to relief for many of them. Avoid the common mistake of buying cheap, low-potency valerian teas or powders. For a therapeutic effect, you need a standardized extract. Also, for about 10% of people, valerian can have a paradoxical stimulating effect. If this is you, simply discontinue use. Now that you have the tools to add, let's talk about what to subtract. Stop these three accelerators of brain damage now. They're robbing you of your health and vitality. 1. Late-night snacking, especially on sugar or refined carbs. This triggers a spike in blood sugar and insulin, which leads to a crash a few hours later, waking you up. This means you're constantly fighting inflammation, leaving you feeling tired, achy, and vulnerable to illness. 2. Drinking alcohol within 3 hours of bed. This is the big one. While a glass of wine might make you feel sleepy initially, it blocks REM sleep, the most mentally restorative stage of sleep. This interferes with your body's ability to consolidate memories and cleanse toxins, leading to that awful next-day brain fog and fatigue. 3. Believing the myth you can catch up on weekends. This myth is still believed by 70% of adults. Your brain thrives on a routine. Sleeping in on weekends disrupts your circadian rhythm, making it harder to fall asleep on Sunday night and wake up on Monday morning. This myth is preventing you from getting the consistent sleep you need and could be making your condition worse. I know this is a lot of information, so here is your simple 3-step action plan from Nurture Naturals to get started tonight. 1. Start with number 4, the tart cherry juice tomorrow. Have a small glass an hour or two before bed. It's the easiest and most delicious way to begin repairing your central nervous system's sleep cycle. 2. Stop that evening glass of alcohol. This is the worst habit for sleep quality. Replace it with your tart cherry juice or a cup of chamomile tea. This single change can make a monumental difference. 3. Monitor your sleep quality. Don't just focus on the hours. Get a simple notebook and each morning rate your sleep on a scale of 1 to 10. Note how you feel. Did you wake up? Do you feel rested? Seeing that number climb from a 3 to a 7 is the best motivator you will ever have. Your health is in your hands. You have the power to reclaim your nights, protect your brain, and wake up feeling refreshed and ready to live your life to the fullest. If you found this guide helpful, here are 3 things you can do right now to support yourself and our community. 1. Subscribe to Nurture Naturals. We release videos like this every week, giving you science-backed natural strategies to thrive after 50. Click that button. 2. Comment below with the word protected if you're going to try valerian root or any of the remedies we discussed. Let's build a community of support and encouragement. 3. Share this video with 3 friends or family members over 50. We all know someone who is suffering in silence from poor sleep. You could change their life with a single click. For Nurture Naturals, I'm James. Remember, your health is nature's greatest gift, and you deserve to feel your best.